Bill, what's going on, man? Manual for Mr. and Mrs. Leeds here. I believe we talked to one of my team members a bit earlier, Devin, and you gave us the green light to go ahead and actually send over this email. So I really do appreciate it. Just to give you context about my intention behind this video, it's not to confuse you, Bill. Rather, it's to give you insights and an awareness of how you can actually scale your plumbing business if that's what you desire. At the end of the day, you could take this and you can do it absolutely yourself, build your own website, Bill, or if not, I can come in and do it for you, take it off your hands. I'm also down here in Colorado Springs, so man, lunch, brunch, breakfast, dinner, coffee, milkshake, I don't care. We can definitely see you in person, shake hands, and see how we can actually do this for you. If not, like I said, you can actually absolutely do this for yourself, and that's the intention behind this video. So let's jump right in. So when I search up your business, Bill, I actually didn't see a specific website. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I actually didn't see a specific website. What it took me to was this Nextdoor account. So I'm assuming that you don't have a specific website. This is just what you use specifically right now to grasp traffic. And I mean, it works. I mean, I'm sure you're getting lots of leads from, you got a lot of reviews on Next4, and that's fine. But to be able to have a platform that's your actual own, I would advise having an actual website where they can come out there and actually grab, and essentially you can capture their traffic, but you own the platform. Instead of using somebody else's platform like Nextdoor, you own the platform and you're not paying for it as well either, okay? Well, you're not paying for to own the website, all right? If anything happens, the website's always gonna be yours at the end of the day. Okay, so not much to say here when it comes to Nextdoor. If somebody searches plumber Denver, you won't pop up as well simply because it's not your own directory. It's not your own domain. What's going to pop up Yelp is going to be right there. We see Brothers Plumbing, and then you see Roto-Rooter Plumbing, and then you see Tony Captura Plumbing and Heating. But you don't see you in the top 3 spots simply because you don't have a website, okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over the biggest competitor in Denver. It's going to be Brothers Plumbing and Electric. I know they're a big company, but I just want to show you their back page. This is literally a back page, which means it's not actually their home main page because they're based out of Aurora, I believe. Or they're actually based in Denver, so they have different locations. That's fine. Cool. Well, I'll just walk you through this whole page and you can see exactly what they're doing that's correct. And we can do the exact same thing for you, okay? Biggest thing is very clear exactly what they're doing. Google is not confused at all of what this person does. They know exactly what this person does. It says Denver Plumbing's right here. Denver Plumbers right here. Brother Plumbing. Denver Plumbers again. Denver Homes. Residential plumbing in Denver, commercial plumbing in Denver. It's not confusing at all. Denver Plumbing Company, not confusing at all. What exactly they do? Plumbing Company in Denver. It's very, very clear that they're optimizing for these specific words, and I'll show you in a second. But they're optimizing for these specific words because they get the most traffic, Bill. Right? They wouldn't put these words they wouldn't have all these words on the website if it wasn't actually bringing them a result. Right? Just to give you context. You can also do these things that save your images as something specific. I don't believe they're doing it. Nope. You can save the images as Denver Plumber, a plumber in Denver, etc. They're actually not doing this. This is where we can beat them. All their images would be just like that as well too. Just what they're saving their images as. Denver Plumber, so actually saving that one correctly. And then we could look at even their logo actually counts as well too. Denver Plumber is not actually being optimized here either as well too. So at the end of the day, you're probably curious, like, how do we actually beat this big company? What it comes down to is content, right, on this specific page. I didn't even give you a pre-frame. We're going to be talking about today content, backlinks, and citations. On this specific page, it'll come down to content and having more content to them on this specific page. If we grab this, we can put this into a word counter. Let's see how many words they have. They have about 1,500 words on their website. Just to give you context, we have plumber up in Arvada. Just did $115,000 last week. His name is Sammy. Spartan Plumbing is the company. He has about 1,500 to 2,000 words on his website. We have a company down here, Simplify Painting. We also have Dr. Electric. They all have anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words on their specific website. So this is not nothing new to us. We can actually beat them with content and beat them with the number of times they have this on their website. So if you look at this, Denver Plumber. They have Denver Plumber on their website 3 times. Right, that's the biggest keyword that people are searching up for. So what would I do? I would put it on your website 6 times. All right, pretty simple in that regard. All it has to be is the location and relevant to your specific niche. Okay, just throw this into one of our tools called Ahrefs, like a couple $100 a month. This tool gives me the ability to look at exactly what this person is doing on the back end of their page, and we can do the exact same thing. If you see here, you see Plumber Denver, 700 people are searching that up. Plumbers Denver, 1,000 people are searching that up. Plumbing Denver, plumbing services Denver, 600. Plumbing Denver plumbing, 700. Plumbers in Denver, 300. So on and so forth. So there's so many people searching this up, and they're capturing quite literally most of the traffic. Half of that goes to them. A third of that goes to them, or rather a two-tenths of that goes to them. About 1/4 of these go to them. So they're grabbing all this traffic because they're optimizing their website correctly. Okay, so just to give you context, volume is how many people are searching up in general. Keyword difficulty is how hard it is to rank for your specific city. Well, for Denver, obviously, it's low to mid, 11, 15, 26, 24, 10, 0, 43. Like those are mid keyword difficulties. Just to give you context, Colorado Springs is around 30 to 40 for plumbing. In terms of how hard it is to rank, a timeline on that for you specifically would be anywhere between 3 to 6 months. And to actually start seeing leads come in, you actually start seeing leads come in a little bit earlier, probably in the second month, right? And then the last thing is going to be traffic, meaning how many actually websites are going, how many actually people are going to their website a month, okay? 1 second. All right, I had to sneeze there. I had to get it out. Cool, so that's how that actually works, okay? Next thing I'm going to talk about is going to be backlinks. Now, obviously, because you don't have a website, you don't have any backlinks, and that's okay. We can absolutely do that for you. When it comes to this specific website, because they have multiple pages, this is just their back page, but we can absolutely go in and take their backlinks. To just give you an idea what backlinks are, Bill, backlinks are simply, think about it back in high school, or even just think about it in this context now. Google is a popularity game. All they care about is who you are and who actually likes you that's bigger than you. As an example of that, is BBB linking back to you? Is Yelp linking back to you? Is Google? Is not you Google? Is YouTube linking back to you? Right? Your goal is to be able to have these big domains and big directories linking back to your website because that improves and boosts trust in Google's eyes at the end of the day. All right. It sounds a bit complex, but it's not actually. It's actually not in construct when you're actually doing it. It's something that we absolutely do all the time, and obviously you can do for yourself as well too. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is having relevant backlinks, right? So obviously you can see local SEO agency. This is not a good backlink. Dubai's Heavens for hair, not a good backlink. 6 easy ways to make your home more sustainable. That would actually work. Low flow shower heads, that would actually work. So it needs to be relevant to your service. It also needs to be relevant to your location to an extent, okay? Now, you can't go and get a piece of backlink because it's getting so much traffic and actually think that because it has a lot of traffic and has a lot of trust, it's going to boost your website. Like I said, it has to be relevant to your service and relevant to your niche, okay? That's the best way I can explain the backlinks. If you have any questions about that, just comment on this specific video or just reply to this email and I'll be able to clarify for you a little bit more, okay? Last thing is going to be citations. When it comes to citations, just look at your company again. The number one reason why you would never pull up on Google, I'm just being bluntly and transparent with you, is simply because you don't have an address on here. All right, so what Google is looking for is how many times your name, address, and phone number is circled around Google. All right, in a sense, if on Yelp your name, address, and phone number is X1Z, on Facebook it should also be X1Z. On Google Maps, if it's X1Z, it should also be X1Z on Yahoo. But the problem is you don't have your address on Google. So Google has no idea. They know where you are, but they're not going to rank you when somebody searches up Denver plumber. All right. So ideally, what we're going to do is we're going to find the most powerful citations that other companies have and grab the exact same ones for you. That's one. 2, we're going to put in an automation to whenever you do a job for a business, on the back end of that, what happens is they get an email to do a review and they get something for doing that. And then lastly, this would be the number one thing you could do, putting your actual address on your Google Business Profile. That will change everything, okay? So just to give you a bit of a rundown of what we talked about today, Bill. 1, we talked about content. 2, we talked about backlinks. And then we talked about citations. At the end of the day, like I said, if you want to take this and do it for yourself, that's my intention anyway. My intention is to give you value and to give you clarity. If you want me to be able to come and do it, I like to meet in person, shake hands, see who I'm dealing with, see who I'm getting in business with. I'm in Colorado Springs. I can drive up. It's just like an hour. I'll even ride my motorcycle there. It'll take me 20 minutes. We can get coffee, lunch, brunch, dinner, milkshakes. I don't care what we have to do to be able to meet up and talk about business and see how we can actually help you guys out. Like I said, we have multiple companies we're doing it for right now. So if that's a concern, I can give you some referrals that would actually vouch for me as well too. So if you have any questions, reach back out to this video. Other than that, you have a good rest of your night.